I'm going to try without the microphone. Can you hear it? The back? Yeah? Good.
You're a teacher.
First of all, I just want to thank everyone for being here today and making sure that the day is truly unforgettable. We both hope that you're enjoying it as much as we are today. So thank you for coming. Today is undoubtedly the happiest day of my life for two reasons. I get to marry my best friend and no more bloody wedding planning. They say to find true love, you must find a true friend, which is what I did 910 days ago. I went on a first date with the most incredible woman, and words can hardly describe how much she means to me. A month after our date, we found ourselves chatting about a possible UK road trip to Edinburgh, and somehow a pit stop to Gretna Green came up. Isabel, in her usual style, replied with, "If I try to marry you, just say no."
That's funny.
Little did we know it wouldn't take long for us to realise that this day would actually come, but at least we're in Manchester. Before I talk about her, I want to take a moment to acknowledge some of the amazing people who helped shape who we are and our journey together. A huge thank you to our incredible bridesmaids, Shannon and Eden. Shannon, if it weren't for your top-tier social media stalking skills, Isabel might never have tracked me down. That first Instagram message was all thanks to your detective skills. But thank God we didn't end up buying that house next door to you. As much as I love your energy, I'm pretty sure you and Isabel would have soon made the Trafford Centre your main residence. Eden, you've played such an important role in our journey, so thank you for that. You were amazing when it came to helping me find the perfect engagement ring and encouraging Isabel to have her nails done before it. And whenever we visited Isabel in Harrogate, somehow you and I always ended up in the kitchen. You insisted you were the head chef, and to be honest, I've heard you rant a few times, so I'm not going to argue with that. Graham, I've always admired your discipline and wisdom, but most of all, the way Isabel looks up to you. Your guidance helped shape who she is, and your matchmaking skills brought us together. Karen, Isabel often shares how much you sacrificed, and watching you with Lucas and Poppy shows how much love you have for your family. Thank you for bringing Isabel into the world and for raising someone so wonderful. I want you both to know how much I love Isabel. I feel incredibly lucky to share my life with her, and I promise to always support, cherish, and love her unconditionally. Mum, raising me as a single parent was no easy task. But your unwavering love, guidance, and determination has always shone through. You've always wanted the best for me, even when I made things difficult, like the time in year 6 when the school called because I'd set off a stink bomb. The older I get, the more I realise just how much you've sacrificed and how hard you've worked to make sure I've had everything I needed. You've always been there for me no matter what, and I'm so thankful for the unconditional love and support you've given me. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Paul, from the age of 7, you've been there for both me and Mum, supporting us for everything. You've stepped in as a father figure, and I've always called you my dad. Because that's exactly what you've been. You've driven me to football, taught me DIY, I'm still improving, and you've shown me what it means to be a loving husband and father. We're both lucky to have you in our lives. Now, I couldn't stand here today without mentioning my best man, Maka. Maka has always been late and beyond the last minute, which is why I booked him in the hotel last night, just to make sure he'd actually make it here today. But when we went out last night, and when he said, just one more drink, one more whiskey, it's a nightcap. And when he got up a bit groggy this morning, I was like, is he going to be all right? But from the messy nights out in Monton and Albert Slosh, and to somehow getting us barred in a club back in the uni days, to playing football together since we were 11, he still can't head a football. We went through college side by side, ended up doing the same uni course, and now we're both teachers. We've probably spent more time together over the years than most married couples. But in all seriousness, Macca has always been there for me, through every moment, every bad hangover, and everything in between. He's been a constant mate, a solid support, and I couldn't have asked for a better best man and best friend.
Right.
Now on to the most important person in the room. My wife, my best friend, and my greatest annoyance. Now it might come as a surprise to some of you, but one of us can be a bit stubborn and not the most affectionate. Thankfully, Isabel has been patient, considerate, and willing to work on this.
Shay.
I knew early on that I'd call you my wife, but timing really is everything. We were born in the same hospital, grew up in the same town, even went to the same high school, and then most recently trained in the same gym. Yet it wasn't until October 2022 that our paths truly crossed, and that was thanks to your prompting your wingman to ask me my age. I've never been more grateful for perfect timing, and I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with you. Your love for your family is just one of the amazing things that make you incredible. You are intelligent, thoughtful, caring, and absolutely beautiful. It still amazes me that I've managed to convince you to marry me. From the start, you've made it your mission to beat me at everything. Darts, basketball, and air hockey. And then there's fantasy football. You started just to compete with me, beat me in the first season, and now claim to be football fluent. You are the most incredible person I've ever met. You left Harrogate and moved to Manchester for us, despite the long commutes to and from work. We moved into our house a year ago this week, and building a life with you has been the happiest chapter of my life so far. You've always said you want people in your life who enhance it. Well, I hope I do, because you certainly enhance mine.
Oh.
Forget GCSEs, A-levels, running my first ever marathon, assembling a furniture flat pack, or thrashing you 10-1 at darts. Convincing you to marry me is the greatest achievement. I can't promise I'll always put the bins out,
Oh,
put the toilet seat down,
doesn't do that.
or stop irritating you.
Never.
But I do promise to always try to make you happy, to put you and our future family first, and to never stop loving you. Now, quite often at bedtime, Isabel asks me for either a poem, a story, or a song.
You're really outing me.
I usually skip the story because I'm not very imaginative. Sometimes give her a song. Quite often give her a poem. So I've had a bit longer to work on this one. And again, it is a roses are red, violets are blue. But it's just the easiest way to go. So I'm going to read it.
Yeah.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Life was just fine. Then I met you. It started with your dad and a simple how old. A strange first move, but now it's pure gold. A follow, a message, a flirty start, and somehow you walked straight into my heart. You moved your whole life just to be near, built a home full of laughter, love and cheer. You're strong, you're smart, the best I know, with the kindest heart and the brightest glow. So here's my promise, simple and true. Whatever life brings, I'll face it with you. Through laughter, through chaos, through all we pursue, there's no one else I'd rather say I do too. Before I hand over to Macca, please can you raise your glass? To my beautiful wife, and our future together.